What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Offroad Outlaws. In today's video, we're going to be going over the new exclusive rigs that are actually in here. So we did talk about these last time, the Volkswagen Beetles that are actually in here. Now the developers have given me a code to go ahead and redeem one of these vehicles. Now I was going to give the code out to one of you guys, but requested by the developers, they do want me to test out this vehicle. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing out this vehicle that they did give me. And we're going to see, is it worth $399 or not? And I'm going to be showing you the reason why it costs $399 and what makes it, sort of worth paying for. So let's go ahead and get this started. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and type in this code. And there you go guys, we have the Volkswagen Beetle right here. I really love this wrap. I'm a big fan of Tamiya. As you can tell, I do go like crawling with my RC cars and stuff, and I do competitions with them. So to be able to have, Tamiya or Tamiya, whatever you want to say it, in the game is pretty badass. Rip, supercharged Yukon, gear and axle. Maycomber Motorsports HKS. Okay, so they did do a really good job at the wrap. Okay, so the first thing we are most definitely going to do is going to go straight to the dyno run. The first thing I want to see, is there a horsepower difference in this versus the one we already have? Okay, so you can tell it is a gasser right off the bat. It is not a diesel because it does make 705 and then 529 torque. If it was a diesel, it would have made at least 1,000 torque, I believe. So this is a gasser. So far, it's doing pretty good. I like the way they have it set up and everything. Everything's like fully customized. Okay, so the map we are going to be testing this vehicle out on is going to be Bounce Fest by Jake Lee. So let's go ahead and get this started. I really like the way this vehicle looks. It's just, I don't know, something about this Volkswagen Beetle. I just love it. It's like dang. So this thing has like extreme launch. Like, look at this. Look, I'm gonna tap the gas. Look how fast that takes off from the get-go. And the suspension seems to be extremely smooth. I guarantee you guys, before we test this out, I guarantee you this vehicle is worth $399. I think the first thing we're gonna test is this first jump right here. Look how smooth that suspension is. That is amazing. So this thing can't only jump, but it can crawl too. Look at that. This thing is just like set up perfectly. Okay, we're gonna go all the way down, and we're just gonna jump this like as fast as we can. Come on, man. Got this, baby. Okay, so as we can see, this thing does amazing on the rocks, for jumping rocks. Now, we are going to take it out here to this map. We're going to see how good it does on Baja. Now, obviously, this vehicle looks like an amazing pre-runner. So, I had to bring this vehicle out here. There was a must, there was no reason why I would not bring it out to this map to do some Baja runs. I mean, look how fast this thing is going for the size tires it has on it. Usually with those size tires, and you're on a Baja map like this, you're definitely not going 80 miles per hour. I mean, I've raced some people on Baja, and the smaller tires that they have, they don't even reach that speed around these corners. This thing is insanely fast for being whatever size tires these are. I want to say these are at least in the ones. Might be a 0.9, I'm not too sure. That would most definitely be something that would take us hours to sit there and tune. So in order for us to be able to have access to buy a vehicle that is already like specifically tuned to do something is just amazing. So guys, if I were you, I would definitely recommend buying this vehicle due to the fact that, it's already well set up. You don't have to sit there for hours trying to tune this thing and get it to, do what it's doing right now. Because it's definitely not easy to get a vehicle to drive like this, drive that smooth and, be that fast. You got to tune the gear ratios. You got to do everything to this thing. So it is doing very good at Baja. I think the next thing we're going to test this thing out on is definitely some mud. we're gonna have to test this vehicle on some mud. We did see it does do the rocks pretty well. So let's go ahead and back out of this, and we're gonna test this thing on some mud. So guys, if y'all did happen to watch a little bit of TC Gaming Tomcat, if y'all did happen to watch a little bit of his live stream, he was giving out some of these vehicles as, you know, for free from the developers. And he did take it out to some mud, and it did seem to do like really good in the mud. So I'm definitely happy for, you know, its capabilities in the mud. And we're actually about to test this out right now. So let's see how fast this thing can go in this mud. Okay, so far it jumped out really good, obviously, because, you know, it's a Baja vehicle. This thing just goes through it like, sort of like it's not even there. I mean, I know some vehicles can get going like 50 miles per hour in this stuff, but those are like glitched out and, you know, glitching the game. This is like a legit tune. I mean, look at that. We just hit 30 in this. How is this even doing that? That is crazy. I mean, this thing is just such a good vehicle. I'd say it is most definitely worth the $3. It is most definitely worth $4 to buy this. I guarantee you. I mean, look, we are testing it right now. I would definitely buy one of these. I was very skeptical about buying one of these before, but after testing this one out, I can tell you right now, all of the other ones will most definitely be worth it. I mean, look how fast this thing is moving through this mud. I mean, that's crazy. I've never really seen another vehicle in here just like hopping through this like it's not even here. I can't believe this right now. And this map is meant for like huge mega trucks. I mean, look how fast it is. Like, it's just eating through the mud. Like, the mud's not even there. Like, look at that. That is crazy. That is so crazy. I honestly just really did not think it would do something like this. I mean, you wouldn't think a Volkswagen Beetle would be this good. But hey, when it is made by the developers of the game, you gotta assume it's gonna be, you know, at its best potential. Which is sort of where it's sitting at right now. This is like the best you could get this vehicle at. Well guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about these exclusive vehicles, the exclusive rigs in the game. So each exclusive rig, like every time they come out with a brand new one, is obviously going to have a special tune for, you know, what it's built for. So obviously this one is specially tuned for Baja. And then, you know, a mega truck and all that, it'd be tuned perfectly for mega truck racing or monster trucks, or, you know, if they built like a drag racer in here. And even if the vehicle wasn't tuned perfectly, I mean, come on, like, look at the wraps, you know. Who wouldn't want to pay for a cool wrap like that when you know for sure you're not going to be able to make a wrap exactly like that? Because that's not easy. It's not easy to do something like that unless you're very highly skilled in the game. So guys, I would recommend to buy these Volkswagen Beetles or any other exclusive rig in the game. I would most definitely recommend to buy these, for they are worth it, and they do show their value, and they do hold up to what, you know, they're meant for. Besides that guys, please be sure to like and subscribe, and turn on post notifications.
Meanwhile